My name is Steve Corbin. I am the fourth great-grandson of Benjamin Kendrick, who was a private in the 10th Regiment of the Virginia Militia. I am also the fifth great-grandson of John Baptist Cooksey, who was a contributor of beef to the cause during the Revolutionary War. I'm here this morning to speak to you about the weaponry of the time period. There were a limited number of weapons. It wasn't like today where we have all kinds of smart bombs and aircraft carriers and jets and all that. What we have here is a musket, the follow-up to what was called a matchlock at the time, which had a large fuse in it that would be ignited and then explode the powder in the barrel. Gunpowder is stored in the horn. They call them cartridges, but we'd call them bullets today. It's a musket ball rolled up with a pre-measured powder that's used to load the weapon. The weapon is loaded by tearing this off, pouring a little bit of the powder in the frizzen pan, closing the frizzen, pouring the rest of the powder in the barrel, stuffing the paper wad and the ball in there. It would be lightly tamped with the rod, lightly tamped in not to crush the powder, reloaded, and they would pull the cock back and they would fire the weapon and it would make a spark. Then it would ignite the powder in the pan. There's a little hole in the muzzle that will ignite the powder here and it would explode. A good infantryman could load this about 3 times a minute. They would line up in rows, shoot, and then kneel, reload while the second row is firing. The musket balls, depending on the size of the barrel, 0.5 to 0.75 balls. These were lead. At the time, they didn't know lead was poisonous. It's a smooth bore weapon, so the accuracy was not that good, usually 50 to 75 yards, and 100 yards it might drift. Bayonets would be locked in place this way. Gunfire concluded after about 10 minutes or so. That's when they would be given the command to charge with bayonets. More people were probably wounded or killed with bayonet charges than they were with the actual musket ball firing. To defend against the cavalry charges, they would take men in a triangle or a circle. They would mount the weapon on the ground and put the weapon out here like this with a bayonet, and that would protect them against the cavalry charges. Cannons could fire up to 2 miles away. Mortars were effective to about 1,300 yards. And howitzers would be about 1,600 yards. Ships had heavier cannonballs that were 12, 24, and 42 pounds, but those were not carried on land. We would oftentimes gather our weapons from pirates on the sea or take them from captured soldiers. There was also flintlock pistols. And swords. which were used mostly for ceremonial, but non-commissioned officers used swords. And the officers had sabers. Usually these were cavalry. They're curved so that they could slash as they're riding by on their horses. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something today.